everybody. It's me, Kara, at Sedgwick County Zoo, and today I have my friend Dr. Arens with me, and we are at the Oliver Animal Hospital, and we're going to talk about some patients that they have. A side note for all of you grown-ups watching with your young kids, we will be talking about animal health and maybe some anatomy that you are not ready for your little ones to learn. So you can go read a book now and come back and watch this video later and decide if it's a good fit for your family to watch later. So I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Arens, and she's going to let us know who we're looking at here.
So this right here is Chloe, and she is one of our wallabies. She came to us probably about a month ago. She presented with some discharge from her cloaca, which is a general opening for urine and feces. And she just overall wasn't doing well, so we did an exam, and we found out that she had an infection in her uterus. So we did what you would do with your dog and cat, and we spayed her, and everything went well, and so now she is recovering.
So what kind of things do you do after the surgery to make sure that they're comfortable? Do you give them any pain medication?
Yep, so they get pain medications just like dogs and cats do, humans. Every species is a little bit different, so we have to know what they can tolerate. So she had some good pain meds on board, and we just made sure that she was eating, because that's a good indication of pain for them, and she was hopping around fine. And one of the trickiest parts for her recovery was that her incision was inside her pouch, so we couldn't actually look at her incision. But we made sure that she wasn't digging at her incision or scratching.
What if she did? What would you do then? Would you have to put a cone on her? I don't think that would work.
But we joke about it with pretty much all of the animals anytime that they have an incision, and so we kind of come up with ways to distract them. Sometimes we'll put things in their fur and they'll want to go at that. The incision itself will try and numb it so they don't actually feel it, but she's been a very good girl and she has not scratched at her incision.
Well, good. What do you think her timeline for a full recovery is?
Hers is a little bit different than most animals. She did have a bit of a complication where the infection was still kind of residual. So we had to keep her a little bit longer and do a recheck exam and longer antibiotics for her. But she hopefully should be going home very soon.
Very soon. Good. Well, it's been kind of yucky outside, so
yeah.
She hasn't missed much.
Yeah.
But she does, through that door, have outdoor access, right?
She does, and she's in here just for a little bit of enrichment, and then she'll be let out in the afternoon, and she can enjoy the rainy weather.
And is she on her normal diet? Is that what she normally gets?
Yep, she's on her normal diet.
Well, she's not the only patient that is down at the hospital right now. Am I right?
You are right. We did actually have 2 wallaroos here, and so just like in normal everyday life, you think about things come in threes, and so we did have 3 down here, which is kind of unusual, but the wallaroo actually went home because he recovered. He went home yesterday, but we do have another wallaroo here that is across the way.
Dr. Arens, there was a question of, since they are social animals, has she had any buddies with her down here in the hospital?
She has not had any wallaroo buddies with her at the hospital, but she did have a wallaroo across the way from her. So if you saw, there's adjacent enclosures, and so there was a wallaroo and a wallaby together. And this is Bentley. Bentley is actually going to another zoo soon, and he's not meant to be a breeder, so he was actually castrated 2 days ago. Or neutered, if you will. He's jumping around more than I would like him to be, but I guess he's recovering so well that we're just gonna let him do his thing.
We have a question out there of how many animals does the zoo have? I believe we have around 4,000 animals here at the zoo, so we have quite a nice collection. But another piece is, how many treatment rooms and overnight rooms do we have here at the vet hospital?
Gosh, let me count. We have, in our large animal stalls, we have 3. We have a large cement pond for our aquatic animals, so that's 4. We have 2 wards for primate carnivores, so now we're up to 6. A small animal ward, which can house multiple animals. 7, and then we have an ICU which fits a whole bunch of cages, so for small birds or small mammals we can fit multiple in there. So a decent amount, I'd say about 10 rooms or enclosures altogether.
Dr. Arens, what's one of the most interesting cases that you have been able to be a part of since being here at Sedgwick County Zoo?
That's kind of an easy question at the moment. I think being a part of, if anybody followed Lily and Daisy, being a part of Lily's C-section and making sure Lily had a healthy delivery was probably the coolest thing I've done.
That's great. I think we all agree with that.
Yeah.
Lily and Daisy have been a Facebook favorite for a long time. See if I can get him slowing down just a little bit over here. And the great thing here is, again, we focused on closed but still caring. Here's a perfect example of how, even though we are closed to the public each and every day, we are still caring for the animals and doing unique things that the guests here at the zoo might not ever get to see. That's one of the wonderful things about doing the Facebook Live, is you're getting to be out and seeing areas of the zoo that you wouldn't normally be able to see.
So I have one thing to add, if that's all right. We actually were supposed to give you guys a radiograph explanation of how the hippo radiographs went, and we're not able to because they're actually still taking them because it was so successful that they're continuing to get the exact shots that they need. So we kind of had to improv a little bit, and I gave you guys a tour of this, but that's kind of the story of my life in veterinary medicine, to just kind of go with the flow. So hopefully we can give you guys a little bit more information on the hippo radiographs, but they're going really well, and Sweetie Pie is doing awesome. So.
That's great news.
That's great to hear. For those of you who were here yesterday with us with the hippo training, the vets did go down and were able to get those radiographs, and it was doing so well that they are continuing to work on that. So that's exciting. We did have a guest ask who Lily is. Lily is our baby orangutan who was delivered via C-section here about a year and a half ago. So we're excited for that. So, all right.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining us again this afternoon, and don't forget to check in at 4 to see where our Ambassador Animal Adventure is going to happen today. And then we'll see you tomorrow again live at 11 and 2. Have a great afternoon.